This is a new era. What is this?
So we're supposed to spread them out.
No, just...
Want to be employee of the month? Stop by one of your local stores. That's not up to quality standards.
Man, put the pizza in the oven, stop talking back.
We're going to get your house sparkling clean today because Ashley Farrar is back on the show with Molly Maid. And this time, we're not looking up, we're looking down at the floor.
Yes, ma'am.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
I'm actually very excited because I am that person. I have a dog and I have a cat and I have all the hair that goes along with it. So I'm vacuuming. I have a central vac and I'm vacuuming or sweeping all of the time, but I'm not sure I'm using the right tool for the job. So you're going to educate me, right?
Absolutely. So if you're vacuuming, that's a great start with pet hair. So that's where we're always going to start, whether it's going to be a carpeted surface or a hard surface. You can still vacuum that surface.
Okay.
So we've got our nice upright vacuums that we use.
Here, I'll hold this mic so that you can...
Okay, cool. So we've got our nice upright vacuums, and the thing about the upright vacuum, and it doesn't have to say Molly Maid on it, any good vacuum, is you want to change the bag or you want to change the dirt cup often. Once it's about 2/3 full, you're going to start losing your suction. So you're basically walking around and pushing something, but it's not sucking anything in.
Okay, I have a dumb question. Is this whole thing your bag, or would you just open this up and your bag is inside of that?
You open it up and usually your bag's inside of it.
That's a larger bag.
Yeah, this is a nice size bag. So we like the bigger uprights. Usually they're going to hold more than your dirt cup will. So you want to fill this up to about 2/3, and you can feel it through the cloth bag, and you'll know if it starts spitting stuff out, you've gone too far.
Okay, what about if you have a vacuum cleaner like this with the roller on the bottom? If you have dirt, if you have dog hair or any kind of a string and it gets caught on that roller, you see that a lot, don't you?
We do. You can usually get that off with just a scissor or a pocket knife and just cut through it and pull the strings. So if this isn't moving, you're not pulling anything up. And it's just using all of the suction without the rotation, and it's going to burn your motor.
So is it to your advantage to just check that every time you vacuum in case, because you might not know you have something wrapped around it?
Right, yeah. Every time before you vacuum, check your bag and check the bottom.
Okay.
And that'll get you where you need to go as far as your vacuum. So.
Okay, I want to get to the mops because they are not all the same.
No,
right?
they're not. So if you're going to be mopping, like actually mopping like a bathroom or a kitchen, I like to use the Libman Wonder Mops, and it's not necessarily the brand as much as this can be taken off and washed. So it's reusable. You can put this in your washing machine and put it in your dryer.
Plus, you can slide that little sucker down and get all that water out so that you're not slopping water everywhere, right?
It's got the nice squeeze, and it's better than the whole bucket thing where you're having to like pull the bucket and squeeze, because now I can carry my little bucket around and carry my little mop around and not be wheeling something behind me.
Okay.
So that's going to help you out. And then also, we've got just our standard broom. Anytime, you need to sweep up a small mess, this is good. Again, if it's going to be a larger mess and a lot of crumbs, go ahead and use your vacuum because it's going to be easier. It's sucking up the crumbs, the sand, the dirt, the debris.
Okay, let me ask you this one. Forget the broom. What about the dustpan? Because you can get some granddaddy good dustpans out there too. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. The ones with the handles.
And they
things
really
like
get
that.
everything up.
They really do a good job. I like to, even after I've swept an area, if you've got your vacuum out already, go ahead and get that last little line because it's going to end up going somewhere. So brooms I really do like for cat litter, sand, things like that. Things are going to be dangerous for your vacuum cleaner is when you want to use your broom.
Okay. Now what do you have here?
This is just a standard. A lot of people have seen these flat microfiber mops. Look at me juggling all my poles. So, and this, again, this microfiber mop base, it's washable. So, again, no fabric softener, but you can throw this in the wash. You can dry your floors with this, or you can actually put this whole thing in a bucket, wring it out, and put it back on the bottom of the mop and mop that way too.
Okay, so let's say you have hardwood floors, which you have said, I'm going to give this back to you, which you have said you don't want to really get wet, right?
Right.
But if you use the Libman mop, let's say you wring that good, and you get your hardwood floors somewhat wet, then you can follow behind with this microfiber one to clean it off and dry it off?
You can do that. You just don't want to ever leave moisture on your floor for a long time. So if you're going to do something with a wet mop, you want to do small sections and dry it immediately.
Okay.
So you're going to mop
Room by
your small
room.
vacuum, or your small bathroom, room by room. But if you can, this is going to be your better option for
Okay.
your hardwood floors, because once you get moisture on those, if the phone rings, if you get distracted by your children, that really can do a lot of damage.
Okay.
So be very careful.
Okay, Libman is a good one to use then for bathrooms, your kitchen, I guess
Yes.
a porch. Is it good for a porch?
It'd be good for an outside porch. If you're gonna do a porch, maybe hose it down first. With all the pollen and things like that, you're just going to be moving around dirt outside. So if you can spray it off first, that'd be helpful.
Or you can do none of that and simply call them at Molly Maid.
Absolutely.
And that way you can still get some tips while they do the cleaning in your house. There's nothing like having a clean house at the end of the day.
And not having to do it yourself.
Bingo. So here's how you avoid the heavy work yourself. You simply call them at Molly Maid, the phone number there on your screen. And one time soon, when Ashley comes on next, we'll talk about their community involvement, because they are very involved in
We're the Chambliss Center for Children.
Chambliss Center for Children is how they are
Threw
very
me off
involved.
a little bit.
Get in touch with them and let them get your house sparkling clean. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Today I'm joined by Kirsten from West Shore Home to talk bath remodeling and find out why every year tens of thousands of homeowners choose West Shore for their shower and